right now on Arkansas Crime Watch.
You can clearly, see the peeking.
Peeper busted. A mother claims this man was looking in her daughter's bedroom.
She's kind of scared to go in her room now.
A woman arrested accused of holding an Arkansas high school football team at gunpoint. The details that are breaking in the case right now. Manhunt expands. The search for the suspect investigators think killed a mother and her son now spans the country.
75 counties and hundreds of investigations, from the most violent crimes to petty infractions. This is Arkansas Crime Watch with Mitch McCoy.
A manhunt that started in Arkansas for this man, Jory Worthen, appears to be spanning the country tonight. He is accused of murdering his girlfriend Alyssa Cannon on the left and her 4-year-old son Marshall. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Fox16.com. I'm Mitch McCoy. The desperate search for that Camden double murder suspect is now turning toward the far northwestern United States, Canada, and even Alaska. Jory Worthen hasn't been seen since June 22nd. There is a $5,000 reward from the U.S. Marshals and a $1,000 reward from the Camden police chief for information leading to his arrest. Investigators say he killed his girlfriend Alyssa Cannon and her 4-year-old son Marshall. Their bodies were found at this home on Ronald Drive in Camden on June 25th. Here's another good look at him. He's about 6'2" and 160 pounds. He has multiple tattoos on his face. Of course, a story that we're going to continue to cover right here at Arkansas Crime Watch and on Fox16.com. A woman and her daughter's privacy and peace of mind stolen over and over again following a creepy recurring incident in Glenwood, and now she is turning the tables. Rebecca Jeffrey is tracking the details.
Clearly, see the peeking, and then he tried to move in different ways in different windows to peek. And I don't know, it's just disgusting.
This is not how Makisha Golden wanted her daughter to start her first day of 7th grade.
My heart just stopped. I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Months ago, she said she was warned that there was some man hanging around her house, so she put up the surveillance camera.
You have them for a reason, but then when you see something, you don't expect it.
The window he was looking through is her daughter's, who had just gotten out of the shower and was getting ready for her first day of school.
She's kind of scared to go in her room now, and she won't sleep in there, definitely.
There are blinds, curtains, and warnings, but it didn't seem to matter.
I'm just glad we finally got the video.
The Golden says she's not concerned for her safety. It's her privacy that was pilfered.
It's kind of scary once somebody takes that away from you. You're always on guard.
And while they and police have a good idea who it is, she's not letting situations like this go unnoticed.
Stand up for my daughter and show that you don't let people do that to you.
Since no surveillance cameras captured previous incidents, there's no way to prove it's the same man. He could face a criminal trespassing charge. Glenwood police are investigating. An eastern Arkansas woman is accused of holding 4 high school football players at gunpoint. 46-year-old Jerry Kelly is facing charges for aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and endangering the welfare of a minor. She pled not guilty to all of them. We're told the Wynn football team was going door-to-door fundraising. Kelly's attorney asked for her case to be moved to the circuit court. The judge agreed, and her next court date will be September 30th. Arkansas Crime Watch producer and Fox 16 producer Scott Schneider joins us now. He's been following some of these new details. Scott, did she end up calling 911, or how did police get notified of all of this unfolding?
Well, Mitch, our partners at the Arkansas Times reporting that Kelly actually called her husband first. He is the Cross County Jail administrator, and he was the one who actually called police. Officers showed up, and that's when we're told they found the football players on the ground while she allegedly was holding them at gunpoint.
So many people are probably trying to picture this in their mind. How did this unfold? Where were the football players? Where was she? Where did all of this happen? Do we know? Were they at her front door? Were they in their driveway?
Well, Mitch, again, the Arkansas Times reporting Kelly went outside and stopped the boys as they approached her after she had watched them visit a neighbor's house. She reportedly said it didn't look like they were selling discount cards. And in the wake of all of this, Superintendent of Schools has said the district is looking into changes to their door-to-door policy and could end up scrapping it altogether. We'll keep you posted on that, Mitch.
You know, pretty interesting, especially when you look at it'd be interesting to see how long they've been doing this fundraising program with the football team. It's my understanding is that your understanding two of the boys were actually wearing jerseys during this. Is that what you've been told as well?
I have been hearing, multiple outlets have been reporting that. I mean, Wynn is a town of just more than 8,000 people, small town. This is nothing new. Football teams, school teams going door to door, trying to get money for fundraisers. Nothing new. You would think that everybody in this town would know everyone. So certainly shocking that something like this could happen in that small community.
Yeah, and what's really interesting, I know a few people that live in Wynn, and I was texting them earlier on Friday, and I said, hey, do you know this lady? Do you know, is she known around town? And everybody telling me that they have never even heard of her before this incident, which has now gone viral and picked up by multiple national news outlets. So something surprising, I guess, for me to learn is that nobody's even heard of this woman in Wynn, Arkansas, which is in Cross County before, especially being the jail administrator's wife. You'd think this is somebody that would be a little bit more well-known, you would think. So Scott Schneider, Crime Watch, Fox 16 producer, thanks for tracking those details tonight. We appreciate it. Drugs shipped through the mail, and now more than a dozen suspects face federal charges in Arkansas. We have new details on a cross-county operation busted by the feds. Tyler Thomason uncovering this investigation dates back to last year, but arrests this week bring the total up to 15, with 4 still wanted.
Operation Mad Hatter details a drug bust fueled by a group of fed-up federal investigators.
There is a cost to engaging in this sort of activity.
A new indictment reveals startling drug stats tallied after a months-long investigation across central Arkansas. 34 pounds of meth, 8 pounds of cocaine, half a pound of crack cocaine, and 2 pounds of heroin. DEA Special Agent Justin King said a lot of it was funneled via snail mail.
So the volume itself has created another avenue for people to try and circumvent authorities to get drugs shipped in. In those situations, we have to get creative and act as fast as we can.
Along with the drugs, guns were also seized.
I can tell you that this organization had a propensity for violence. At more than one time, we had to intervene and something that bad was about to happen.
So far, 15 people have been arrested. 4 more are wanted. Authorities say it spanned from Little Rock to Jefferson County, and Benton police helped out as well.
Law enforcement doesn't have the luxury of being able to hang a mission accomplished banner. We have to get up every day and go to work, and we meet them where they are.
U.S. Attorney Cody Highland says more arrests are expected. We're told a lot of the drugs seized were found to be laced with fentanyl. Moving to your crime tracker, where a trial date has been set for the teenager accused of shooting and killing his mother last year in Woodruff County. The sheriff confirms his mental evaluation is complete and he's facing first-degree murder. His mother, Stephanie Addison, was killed in her Mayberry home back in July 2018. That was a story that I was tracking back then in Woodruff County. Her son's trial is set for late September. A Searcy County woman is arrested after deputies say she allegedly gave her daughter drugs to sell at school in Marshall. The girl was found with morphine tablets and she was later suspended from school. Paula Pfaff faces several drug charges tonight. A wanted Lonoke County man is behind bars facing new charges. The sheriff's office says Pulaski County deputies were called to a suspicious person walking on Highway 89. That turned out to be Sean Armstrong. Armstrong has been wanted by Lonoke County authorities for more than a week after his girlfriend allegedly rammed the sheriff's truck. Armstrong took off running after that. This is actually video that we captured of a manhunt after he was spotted walking in Lonoke County. They brought out many dogs. We're told that he knew exactly how to get away from some of those prison tracking dogs, but he's back in custody tonight. A baby is recovering in the hospital after being rescued from a hot car in Pea Ridge. And these 2 women are now facing charges of endangering the welfare of a minor. Police say Carly Spear and Ashley Danley forgot about the baby. Police say the Good Samaritans busted out the car window to get the child, who was unresponsive at the time, out of the car. Bystander Michelle Holt and her husband rescued that baby.
That I want people to be more aware of their surroundings. I think that is some of the issue that we have is people want to mind their own business, and in most cases you should, But, you know, when you're walking through the parking lot, just look around. Do you see something that looks suspicious? And if you do, then you need to call it out.
Holt may be protected from any charges herself by the state's Good Samaritan laws. That's as long as the actions were not willful, misconduct, or grossly negligent. That is left up to the judge in a civil court to rule upon. A middle school teacher is facing charges after admitting to police that he tried to get sexual photos from a 13-year-old boy. Alex Joseph is a teacher at Bryant Methel Middle School, Police arrested him before school last week. He's charged with computer exploitation, which is a felony. Tonight's Mug of the Week goes to Virginia Bullock. She was booked into the Pulaski County Jail last week. You see her right there. She's facing second-degree domestic battery charges. We want to remind you that all of the suspects you've seen tonight are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Remember, if you have any information on any of these cases that we discussed tonight, you're asked to call your local police department. As we leave you, here's a look at Arkansas's most wanted. These individuals are being hunted by Arkansas Community Correction. If you know where any of these people are, you are asked to call your local law enforcement officer or call 911. Have a safe week, and I'll see you tomorrow night on Fox 16 News at 9.